So day 2, as you can see, we got a whole bunch of dug. We figured 260 to 280 tons of dirt yesterday, which you can see this big mound here, and then back over there there's a whole other mound. But yeah, so we got about a third of it dug out yesterday. And I say we because it was mainly my buddy. But he showed me some tricks, so hopefully I can get better at it today and get more done. But I got the kids out here today. They're gonna work on planting trees. We got 5 more trees to put in out here. We got 4 maple trees and a weeping willow. So while we have the excavator here, I'm gonna make it easier to dig the hole. We got some compost to mix in with it, and then we'll get them planted. But the rest of the day is gonna be throwing dirt and trying to get this all dug out, hopefully, so I don't have to rent this thing another day. So the amount of dirt that is back here, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little overwhelming because I gotta figure out what to do with it and how to move it. So we rented that trailer yesterday, and we were trying to move it with that, but it wasn't working out. It was slowing us way down because you can only put about 4 or 5 bucket loads in that before you hit the limit to where you can dump it. And on top of that, it wasn't charging, so we kept having to hook it up to jumper cables in order to recharge the battery enough to dump it for 4 or 5 more loads. So we're gonna try to deal with that and get past that, and hopefully we can make some good progress today, because each day I have this is another $600. But it's cheaper to just keep it here than it is to have it brought back out, because each time I have it brought out, it's $300 roughly in transport fees. So, we can it's cheaper, like I said, just to keep it here. So, but we have, you guys can see this, we went and got a load of compost and grabbed all the trees. We've been buying these over the last month. I can't remember, we got like the Blaze maple, one that turns red. Autumn Blaze, yeah, it's called the Autumn Blaze. And then I think we got 3 of those. And then there's another maple that got in there that we didn't mean to get. I cannot remember what it's called, but we just grabbed it thinking it was one of the Autumn Blaze. It's a Norway maple. And I'm not lying, like as small as that tree is, there's a couple leaves that are just as big as my hand already on that, which is cool. It was kind of a happy accident. Plus, so those ones will turn red in the fall, the Blaze. That one turns yellow. So I'm stoked about that because I wanted, different colors and stuff anyway. And then kind of the little guy down there, you can't really see it very well, but that's the weeping willow, which I've always wanted. So I finally got it, but that is what the girls are going to be working on first thing this morning. So I'm going to get them started so I can get back over here and start slinging some more dirt. So on the inside of this excavator, I haven't showed you guys any of it here. It's kind of cool. It's all digital. I don't even know if you can see that, sorry. But it shows like the side camera, the rear camera. It's got all these controls here. Got a radio in the back, which I haven't used yet. It's a pretty neat little unit. These are the controls to move it forward and backward or side to side. You can do it with your feet or the handles. think these are just foot pedals. I don't know what this is. It's beyond my learning. Obviously this one, oh, it's got a safety over here. You got to flip that up. Okay, this handle on the right brings the bucket to you and curls it. This one on the left picks it up and swings the bucket.
So we decided to lay these trees out on the back line there and kind of build a barrier starting on the back of the property. And we're going to space these out every 50 feet. I believe they say they grow from 35 to 50 feet in diameter, so we just figured it's a good starting point, and if we need to do something different later, then we will. As you guys know, our soil here is just straight clay for the most part, so we like to add compost in. They say you can plant straight into this stuff, but we still like to do the 50-50 blend. And we also see the white bag on the side there. That's rabbit droppings from our rabbits to put in the bottom of each hole to help fertilize as well. So we just try to give these trees as much of a good start as we can. And I did tell the girls, just, hey, work until you're hot and you're tired and just go take a break. So in translation to, of course, girl terms, that meant we got 2 trees in and then we quit for the day. So I had to finish them up later. I did have the equipment, so I did most of the heavy lifting as much as I could, you know, to help out with the tree stuff. But you figure if you got it, you might as well use it, right? So my whole theory here, and you'll see I move around quite a bit and I keep throwing dirt back into the same hole here, but I was trying to keep all the dirt on the west side as much as possible so I could still try to get concrete trucks and other such things around the hole to make this job easier. But what I was doing was I would pick it up from the far side, swing it over to the side closest to there, and then I'd have to move back over and pick it up again from there. And I realized that that does seem kind of counterintuitive, but it just in my head seemed like the easiest way to do it without having to, you know, every single side just lined with the dirt pile that we then needed to figure out how to work around. So that was my concept or my thought process in this whole thing. So just so you know, that is what is going on, and it actually does come back to bite me on the last day. You'll see that.
Well, every now and then, a guy's got to go to the bathroom. So I got Sage in there running it for me right now, and she's not doing too bad of a job for her first time. She was scared. She didn't want to do it, but I threw her in the seat, and hey, look, she's getting it. Just goes to show. Don't let them freak out on things. Get them to do it. Once they get used to it, I'd be pretty good at it.
As you guys can tell, this is definitely a lot of back and forth, and that's kind of how my day went.
You're down enough. Coil in.
I decided to let each one of the girls have a turn at running this thing. I really wanted Bree to run it, but she was busy in town running around and working and doing things. So I will, as you've seen, I've shown some clips of the other two running it, but I'm going to end it with Piper because, you know, she had the most funny reaction to running it. So I figured you guys might enjoy seeing it. If you stuck around till this long, thanks for watching, guys. If you don't mind, subscribe.
Oh my god! I hate this thing!
You almost died.
I see that.